Hey, what's going on? This is Muriel from the Sunshine Family. Today talking about Costa Rica dangers. And is Costa Rica safe? Is it safe to travel to? Is it safe to live in? That's what I'll be touching on. Who am I? If you're new to this channel, consider to subscribe by hitting that little icon on the screen or that pop-up around my head. I moved to Costa Rica in 2018 with my family, meaning with my husband Dirk and 2 kids. And since then a lot of people start to ask me questions about how life is in Costa Rica and how I've done a lot of things. So the channel was born that way. So keep sending me your questions. So I'm happy to share everything I've learned so far, and that's the mission of my channel. And I know that these days I'm talking right now, the end of September 2021. A lot of people are really looking for clarity on safety of Costa Rica. How is it according to COVID? How is it according to safety in general? What dangers are there in general? And what precautions can you take? Well, I'm going to summarize everything, so stick to the end because I don't want you to miss anything. And let's just dive right in, right? Oh, and by the way, a lot of people ask me, what kind of business do you have? What kind of work do you do? Because I'm looking into moving to Costa Rica, but I don't know how to make my living. Well, I'm just can be very short about it. I have a 100% online business since 2013, and I teach people all over the round virtually. I'm an educator, a course creator, an online coach, and an affiliate marketer. I teach people since 2015 on how to start and build and elevate their online business or their business online so they can get more exposure, helping potential clients to find the business. More information about that, just go to the description below for a world of information, not just the link on how to learn more about my coaching programs, but also I have free book tips, I have free courses, free information down my video, below my video. So feel free to check that out. Okay, Costa Rica dangers. So for those looking for a Costa Rica to travel to, COVID-wise, I have done some research for you because I live here. That's not really a neutral way of sharing how it is to travel here, but I'm part of several Costa Rica groups. And I see that a lot of Costa Rica tourists enjoy their stay and their travel in Costa Rica thanks to Costa Rica's excellent healthcare. Costa Rica is committed to stick to the protocols to prevent people getting sick. And basically the fact that Costa Rica has an excellent healthcare system also for foreigners. I believe personally that Costa Rica is safe to travel to and to move to. You know, there is written about Costa Rica like a lot of negative travel advice, but if you would ask people who are currently here, I think their experiences compared to those numbers on paper are not very congruent. So what I recommend you to do to get a good impression about experiences of people who are here, traveling, living, go be part of several Costa Rica community groups on Facebook. You can find them by just go to the Facebook search bar and type in Costa Rica groups. Just go to the section groups and like multiple Costa Rica groups will pop up for travelers, for expats, and just start asking questions there. How is it for you? I think that's the best way to find out if Costa Rica is safe for you. Well, let me, according to other dangers that's being forgotten because a lot of people are worried about their health and healthcare, let me touch on some Costa Rica serious dangers that a lot of people are a victim of every single year, time and time again, and how you can prevent that. So I think the biggest danger is ignorance, right? Ignorance about a big danger of speeding in traffic. Traffic, not just in Costa Rica, but it is dangerous all around the world. And what is dangerous about the traffic and driving in Costa Rica is that the roads are not very safe. everywhere. So it depends on where you are. For example, in the area Central Valley around San Jose, the roads are kind of safe. But if you compare the roads in other areas, like at the peninsulas, the roads are really in worse shape. For example, where I live in the area of Santa Teresa on the peninsula de Nicoya. And right now in rainy season, although the sun is shining, it rains a lot. There are lots of holes and we don't have lights. We don't have enlightened roads. We don't have safety things around the roads, at the side of the roads. So people, especially tourists or foreigners who are coming for the first time, who are used to a specific speed, they are endangering themselves. And that's why still a lot of foreigners get into traffic accidents, but also cause dangerous situations for locals. So really speeding is the number one danger in my opinion, of Costa Rica right now. So be aware of it. You can take precautions by just never be in a hurry. Don't think that you can just, speed up a little bit to be on time somewhere. Just take more time to get from A to B. And looking at the map and staring at the distance between A and B says nothing about how long that will take you. There could be a landslide, there could be a river in between that's too deep to cross, so you have to go back and take a round tour around the river. So just be cautious, take time, and just make it an adventure to go from A to B and look around you. You might see wildlife, you might see monkeys, you might see cute villages, right? So speeding is never, ever the solution. And it will make Costa Rica way more safe if you are cautious with driving, okay? The really big cause of accidents here where I live is tourists on quads who see it as a fun day out to drive around on quad, which is kind of cool. I drive a quad myself. I have one to use it to go from A to B, but don't use it to race. And don't use these dirt roads to race on, because I have tourists seen flipping over and there have been deaths caused by tourists speeding up and fall into over bridges and terrible deadly ends. So you don't want that. Be cautious, please. Also, a big danger of Costa Rica could be, it doesn't have to be, but it could be that you don't pay attention to how dangerous the oceans can be, especially for surfers or just people overall who want to swim. A lot of oceans close to my house are on the Pacific oceans, and a lot of surfing is done there. That means also that there is it is a very dynamic ocean. That means that there's riptides, and still people have witnessed several savior actions of surfers who were in trouble, who got in a rip tide and were taken out of the area where they were surfing and came into a very dangerous situation where a lot of people had to put their life on stake to get in the ocean and get the surfer into safety. I believe it can happen accidentally, but I believe this is overall caused by not being aware of how the currents are, which spots are really not smart to surf when you're new in a specific area, and just ask the local surf schools, ask the local specialists about, what to pay attention to, where is it safe to surf, and etc., etc. So please use the expertise of people who just live here, who know everything about that, right? And always respect the ocean, because you cannot control it. So I hope that these warnings help you to just prevent dangers in Costa Rica and being a victim of them. And now the final point, crime. People ask me about it also often in comments below my video. How's the crime where you live? How many robberies are there? How many houses are being robbed? How many people are being robbed on the beaches? Well, I always say crime is everywhere. Yes, it is also in Costa Rica. And how can you prevent crime? Well, just by use your common sense. And of course, also to have a little luck. Crime happens everywhere. Like houses are being robbed in every neighborhood in Costa Rica. countryside, in cities, but also in compounds. There's people stealing from one another who are from within compounds. You know, crime is everywhere, unfortunately, but that doesn't mean that Costa Rica is not safe. So if we're talking about Costa Rica dangers, I think you can easily prevent specific dangers by not doing walks over the beach at night by yourself. I don't know any local or long-term expat who's living here who does that. And I didn't do that in my previous country where I lived. I was born and raised in the Netherlands. I didn't go in the park by myself at night. I didn't walk over the beach at night. Why would you? It's just preventing dangers. And I tell my kids that, and I am telling you that. Don't do it in Costa Rica. Always be aware of that. You cannot just trust any stranger. It's what I taught my kids since they were super young. Don't just step in a car with a stranger, although hitchhiking is very common here. Just, you know, make a wise decision, look the person in the eye and just decide, is this a safe person? How does it feel? Listen to your gut feeling, right? If you have an underbelly feeling, I love that word, underbelly feeling, always listen to it. If you have a bad underbelly feeling about someone or something, pause yourself and overthink the decision you're about to make. Whether that's stepping in the car to hitchhike, whether that's to, I don't know, to buy a specific property somewhere. Just do more due diligence, or just take time, take a break, and just don't make the decision. So I'm just saying, this is all the things that I am thinking about, that I am doing, I'm taking action on. And so far, you know, I live at the countryside. I do not live in a compound. I feel very safe in Costa Rica. And if I would advise young people or solo female travelers, or female travelers with children, or young families with children, or just families overall, or just singles, or gays, or African American people, or people with dark skin overall, I would say Costa Rica is safe. How safe? Well, that depends on all the things that I just mentioned, you know. But Costa Rica is friendly. Costa Rica is tourist friendly, expat friendly. I think it has a very mixed culture because of a lot of nationalities coming to Costa Rica because it's so hot for tourists. So it's a lot of people speak English. That makes it feel much safer for a lot of people who don't speak or understand any Spanish. So the end of the video, my own experiences. I think Costa Rica is safe. I think Costa Rica is not dangerous, but you should always use your common sense, right? And also update yourself about the most recent healthcare updates, and if it's still safe the moment that you watch this video. That might be next week, next month, or in 10 years, right? So that was my video for today. If you have anything to add because you currently went to Costa Rica, you just want to share your experiences, please share them below in the comments. If you have any questions, please share them in the comments. You want to work with me, or you're just curious about my one-on-one coaching program, Be the Master, that I have limited spots for. I just work with 15 people one-on-one, but I currently have 2 spots open. Go to the description below and learn more. Connect with me, contact me, let's chat. And most and foremost, I'm hoping that you found a lot of value in my video. Let me know anyways below, also just to say hi. And I'm looking forward to meeting you one day in Costa Rica. Bye for now. This was Muriel.